Vendor master in accounts module can be loaded from the master menu by clicking this vendor menu, or click on the supply button in the toolbar to load vendor master. This vendor master will list all resort masters and resort agent master in reservation module. All the entries from reservation will be highlighted in blue until a trade account is set for this vendor. Transactions against this vendor can be done only if trade account is set. User can also create new vendor by clicking this new. The vendor created here in the accounts module will not be listed in resort master or resort agent master reservation module. So this vendor cannot do any reservation in reservation module. And the vendor name, vendor code, address of the vendor. Set trade account for this vendor by clicking the trade account combo and selecting a trade account. The trade account combo will list all the accounts that are selected in settings interface. Select a trade account for this vendor, enter city, select country from the country combo, enter currency of the vendor, provide fax number, telephone number and due period for the vendor. This due period provided here will be reflected against each transaction against this vendor. Transaction date plus due period provided here will be taken as due date for this for the particular transactions related with this vendor, and the email ID of the vendor, and the contact person associated with the vendor. User can add opening balance of this vendor. It can be either debit or credit. There is an opening balance against this vendor. While adding the vendor details, user can provide it in the opening balance text box and click on OK to save the entry. User can search for the particular vendor details by either selecting vendor name or telephone number. Now the newly added vendor details are listed here. If the user wants to edit particular details related with the vendor, select the entry and click on the edit button. If user wants to delete a vendor detail, select the entry and delete it from the master. Click on the close button to close the master.